new here, I'm Ryan, and we're actually going to be working on my 2015 Scion FRS. This one is the Release Series, and it's been neglected. I haven't actually touched this car in a long time as far as like any mods to it, so it's only got a few things, but we're actually going to be jumping in the engine bay today, and not really adding too much horsepower, but mainly it's cleaning the engine bay up a little bit and actually preparing for like a future mod. But the goal is we're going to be installing the AFE Power intake system today. This normally retails for like $360, and I actually picked it up from a buddy of mine who's boosted his BRZ, so he ditched all the intake and stuff that he had on it. So we're going to be installing this one, and I picked it up from him for about 150 bucks. So for half the cost, I figure it'll clean up, get rid of this stock mess, and we're going to delete the sound tube and then put the new intake on today. The first thing that we're actually going to do is take this sound tube off. And so Subaru puts it on there, I don't know, for like it pumps sound into the cabin. But to me, I mean, I don't know if it's proven to like lose any horsepower, but like the way that I picture it is, you know, you got your air coming in, well then it channels off. So I picture like, okay, if you got 100 army men and you're fighting a fight, well, you got 100 coming in and then only like 90 go this way and 10 goes this way, that's a 10% loss. So I can't prove it, but we're just gonna get rid of it, and it's fake sound anyway. So to get that sound tube off, we're just gonna need two things, a 10 millimeter and an 8 millimeter. And that's all there is to it. It'll come off easy. So there's 2 points of contact that we're gonna take out on this side, and it's just a 10 millimeter. We're gonna hit here and here, and then our little clamp, and then that should be it. So after the 2 bolts at the back, the one at the front, everything should be free at this point, so it might take some wiggling, but we should just be able to wiggle that sound tube free and it'd be done. That's got to be some weight reduction too. I don't know why they included that crap, but we're gonna get rid of it. So the only thing we have left to do is plug the hole on the inside on the firewall. So we're gonna hop into the passenger side interior here in a second. I picked up, this is like in the plumbing section, but it's just like it's a 3/4 inch plug. Now it does have these barbs on there, so I don't know if this style we might have to break the little barbs off, but these little butt plugs is what we're about to use to fix the hole in the interior. We're in the passenger side foot, and there should be, if we pull back like the carpet down here, we should be able to see oh yeah, that's the hole that we're trying to plug. So that right there, we're gonna take our little plug that we picked up at Home Depot. We should just be able to feed her right down in there. And that's it, that hole's plugged up. So now your firewall is good, so you can put the carpet back. So even if you didn't want to necessarily put an intake on the car and you just want to delete that sound tube, that's how easy it is. Now you will have like one little extra step, because you're gonna have a hole basically in the side of your intake, which I'll show you, but you'll just have to plug that up, which that shouldn't be too hard to find something at your home improvement store to plug the hole. This is the hole that I'm referring to. So if you do decide to keep the stock intake, you'll just have to find something to plug this up, but I'm gonna take the opportunity and just go ahead and replace our stock air box with our AFE one. So looking at the stock air box, it looks like there's 3 bolts, the MAP sensor, and then just like the clamp holding the rubber intake tube on. And that should be it. So not too bad for taking the stock intake off. For the actual intake box, we got 1, 2, 3 bolts. Here's our MAP, and then our clamp, and then this weird little hose. But that's it. And for comparison's sake, so here's all that stock crap, and that's what was being replaced with. So I mean, that's got to be a huge weight savings. I mean, even a few ounces or maybe a pound. Not much, but just all that plastic crap, it's annoying. I probably should have done this, taken this MAF sensor out before I got off the car. That would probably been a little easier, but I forgot. We got to switch that over. So it's just these two Phillips heads. We'll get that out and then swap it over to the new intake. But the one nice part is if you do it off the car, if you drop these little screws, at least you don't have to go digging through the motor to find them. So I think that AFE, like if you bought this brand new, I think it comes with replacement screws, but these should work. But like I said, I bought this one used. But it should just slide on out like that, and then we'll transfer it to the new one. So the game plan for the new intake is we're actually gonna shove like the intake box on first. I feel like that way I've got the most space at this point to wiggle that around. So we'll get the actual box in place and then worry about the tube that leads to the throttle body. So we'll get this in place first. And there's only 2 points of contact on this one. So up here and about dead center of the car, and then there's a bar down there where your stock intake came off of. I'm not looking too much as far as like horsepower gains, but honestly it's just to clean up the engine bay. I mean, all that crap we got rid of just looks so much better this way. So couldn't recommend it more. I mean, like, this was such an easy install. It is always a good idea to jump in the car after you install anything just to make sure you don't have any check engine lights. I was a little concerned about the MAF sensor just because I didn't have the AFE screws that the kit comes with, so I just reused the factory ones. And it seemed like, I don't know, it didn't want to bolt down as snugly as I would have liked. But we're throwing no code, so that's a good thing. So I feel like if the MAF was messed up, we would know about it. And it is just so nice when things go smoothly and exactly how they should. So I mean, like this is about as basic as you can get. So a few bolts and that's it. You're done. So 30 minutes worth of work to get the sound tube and the old intake off and the new one on. Can't beat that. So I really thank everybody for watching. If you will, subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you on the next one.